The film opens with a scientific team exploring a remote cave system deep underground. As they drill deeper into the cave, they accidentally release a horde of prehistoric, bat-like creatures known as vesps. These creatures have evolved to live in darkness and have no vision, but they are extremely sensitive to sound. The vesps quickly escape the cave and spread across the region, attacking anything that makes noise. This sparks a massive global panic as news reports start flooding in about the creatures. The scene then shifts to the Andrews family. Allie, her parents Hugh and Kelly, her younger brother Jude, and their elderly relative Lynn. Allie has adapted to life as a deaf person, and the whole family knows how to communicate using sign language. News of the strange creature attacks reaches them through media coverage, and the family watches as chaos starts to erupt. The military and scientists attempt to warn the public about the danger posed by these creatures, urging people to remain silent as the vesps rely entirely on sound to locate their prey. As the situation deteriorates, the Andrews family decides that staying in the city is too dangerous. They come to the conclusion that their best chance for survival is to escape to a more rural, isolated area where they can avoid attracting the vesps. Hugh, Allie's father, prepares the family for a dangerous journey. Given Allie's ability to communicate without sound due to her deafness, the family already has an advantage over others. They load up the car with supplies and begin their drive toward safety, unsure of what they will encounter along the way. The family sets off on the road, trying to avoid making any noise. They are highly cautious about the sounds they make, as news continues to show people being attacked by swarms of vesps in cities and towns. The highways are congested with people fleeing, and panic is beginning to set in everywhere. They face challenges as they try to stay silent in a world where even the smallest sound could attract the deadly creatures. The tension rises as they drive, with the sense that they could be attacked at any moment. The family continues driving through rural areas, hoping to reach a safe isolated location. However, the roads are full of abandoned cars and blocked passages, creating obstacles that force them to stop at times. During one of these stops, the family is faced with the grim reality of the vesp invasion. As they try to keep moving, they witness the destruction caused by the creatures, including dead bodies and ruined vehicles. Panic is spreading everywhere, and people are desperate to survive. At one point, the Andrews family is forced to leave their car and navigate on foot when they encounter a roadblock. While they move cautiously through the area, they accidentally trigger some noise, which draws the attention of a swarm of vesps. The creatures, sensitive to even the slightest sound, begin circling the family. Using their knowledge of sign language, the Andrews communicate silently with each other to stay calm and avoid further noise. Their knowledge of Allie's silent world proves invaluable in this tense moment. The vesps come dangerously close to the family, and there's a nail-biting sequence where they must hold their breath, barely making it out alive without being detected. After narrowly escaping the vesps, the family comes across a seemingly abandoned farmhouse. Desperate for safety, they decide to take refuge there. The house offers some protection from the creatures outside, but it is far from a permanent solution. Inside the house, the family begins to settle in, trying to remain as quiet as possible. They cover the windows and make the space as soundproof as they can. During this time, they start to face the psychological strain of the situation. Kelly has been bit by the creatures and struggles the most due to her injury, which makes it difficult for her to stay completely quiet. A mysterious group of survivors, led by a man known as the Reverend, arrives at the farmhouse. The group is cult-like, and the leader becomes interested in Allie, the daughter who is deaf. He perceives her as special, given her ability to communicate without sound. The Reverend and his followers communicate through eerie, silent gestures, emphasizing the creepy and cultish nature of their group. They make it clear that they want Allie to join them, which creates an unsettling confrontation. The Andrews family refuses to engage with the cult. Hugh firmly tells them to leave, making it clear that they won't be giving up Allie. This exchange heightens the tension as it becomes clear that the Reverend and his followers are a serious threat. Shortly after this encounter, they send a little girl and call a random phone that alerts the creatures. The creatures rapidly descend on the farmhouse, and the family is forced into action. They scramble to hide and protect themselves, all while trying to remain as quiet as possible. In a disturbing twist, the Reverend reveals that his followers have cut out their tongues to live completely in silence, showing the extremes they've gone to in order to survive. The situation quickly escalates into a standoff between the family and the cult. Hugh tries to protect his family and threatens the Reverend to back off. The cult's silent followers loom menacingly, adding to the growing tension. Just as things are about to come to a head, one of the cult members inadvertently makes enough noise to attract a swarm of vesps. The vesps swoop down on the group, attacking the cult members viciously. In the chaos that follows, Hugh manages to unalive the cult leader and they manage to evade the vesps. The following morning, the family heads deeper into the woods, where they believe they'll have a better chance of surviving by staying hidden and away from populated areas. Later, Allie, using her experience living without sound, takes the lead in helping her family adapt to this new reality. Make sure to like and subscribe for more notifications. Until next time. See you soon.